I'm going to speak based on the biblical and geopolitical knowledge that I have. Currently, Donald Trump is the most just governor in the world. And I will explain that to you. From a biblical point of view, Donald Trump is not a Messiah. He is not a saint like those called by the Lord. He does not serve Christ directly because he is not consecrated. He does not answer the call. He does not want to hear the gospel as the church should hear it. He does not serve the sanctuary of God. And he is not as just as King Cyrus, who freed the people of Israel from the Babylonian slavery. But, brothers, currently he is the most just president in the world. Look at the laws, at his government, look at his face and see if God is really not using him as an instrument to punish many people. When Trump just took office, one of the first laws he said he would implement in the country is to recognize only two types of sex. A man is a man, a woman is a woman. Just by doing that, he already makes himself a target all over the world. By the way, in his own country, but he is showing that he is the one in charge. There will no longer be a bathroom for those who identify as neutral. It's a bathroom for men and a bathroom for women. This, compared to the laws of other nations and how the world is very just. I'm not saying that the United States is a just country. In the eyes of God, there are many sins there. But the direction the world was heading in, this is considered just. Moreover, he already shows that he is a friend of Israel. Even though Israel is there with the prostitutions they are living in and that God will punish, he is an enemy of Israel's enemies. Jesus comes to protect the city, his people. Jesus comes to punish sinners, even those in Jerusalem, but he is against terrorism. Donald Trump is against the Middle Eastern countries that practice terrorism. He is against the children of Israel. How is that going to be something unjust? Donald Trump is being an instrument used by God for his purposes in the world. If you don't study the Word of God along with geopolitics, you won't understand this. Some think that Trump is the false prophet. Others think he is a kind of Messiah. Or like they compare him to Cyrus, the liberator of the Jewish people. This comparison of Donald Trump with Cyrus is much more coherent. Because there are truths in that Donald Trump is not just like King Cyrus was. King Cyrus is not just like the prophet Daniel. But there is this comparison. So, what Donald Trump did is just in the eyes of God. He is being an instrument used by God. He is not a false prophet. What he is saying puts his life at risk. God does this so that the whole world doesn't become corrupt before the right moment. In other words, the gospel needs to be preached. It needs to be spread. If the far left dominates everything, as it was dominating the United States, and it dominates in Brazil, making it hard for us to preach the word